Hey, great set, man.
Thanks.
Incredible. Yeah, I didn't know you like Comeback Kid.
One of my favorite friends. Honestly, great band and a great bunch of people.
Are they your inspirations?
You know, they inspired me to... Musically, no. But as human beings, I would say yes.
And what
They're
were
very cool people.
What were your previous bands called?
My previous band was called Recon.
How'd you get the name, year for the demo seating, first song you made with them?
You repeat that?
How'd you get the name for that band, year for the demo seating, first song you made with them?
To be real with you, I actually didn't name that band. It was our old singer, Chris Roberts. But I joined up when I was in high school, and then I toured that band for like maybe 4 or 5 years, and then I got a random call from Jesse from Emmure when I was, 2009, playing.
Wow.
And he was like, "Hey man, it's just not working on the guitar player. You want to fucking maybe give it a shot?" And I was like, "Yeah."
And
So now it's been 5 years doing that.
what's the first guitar you ever got and current guitar that you have, and first song you ever learned on guitar?
I can actually answer every single one of those questions for you accurately. Right now I play an Ibanez Baritone RG from the LA Custom Shop. It's
Yeah.
amazing, they do an awesome job. My first guitar was a Squire Strat, and the first song I ever learned was Miserlou by Dick Dale.
And have you ever had any near-death experiences?
That's a really tough question to ask. I've been present during the time, actually we played a show in Russia one time and Frank got electrocuted by the microphone.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, that was the closest I've ever been around it. Like, it fried part of my amp, and
Damn.
everything, basically every single line that was in the venue at that point was kind of like live, and like I felt a little vibration around. It was sort of like sketchy when we got there, but of course when we played, Frank got shocked and we had to stop the set. But that was the closest I've come to it, aside from doing crazy ass psychedelics, and having fake near-death experiences. But I was no closer to death than we are now.
And what's your favorite recording memory and touring memory?
Recording memory? Honestly, I had a great time when I joined the band. I did Slave to the Game. Well, we did Speaker of the Dead before that, and actually Felony before that. But Slave to the Game was an awesome record to record. We did it with Joey Sturgis, and he's fucking amazing at what he does. And so it was basically like a really incredible learning experience for me. And so I had a really good time over there.
And how about touring memory?
Touring memory, I have too many. I've been doing this shit since I was like 17 years old, man. So it's like my whole life was built on the road. But honestly, tonight was a wonderful memory. I had a good time. It's like every single day that I go through and do this shit, it's like a new level of awesomeness. So, honestly, Nile Theater, December 8th, 2014. It was awesome. It was fucking the shit.
And what pranks have you played with bands you toured with?
Pranks?
Yeah.
Well, we're never that great at delivering pranks, but one time we toured with Attack. Rest in peace, I should say.
Yeah.
But they one time filled our entire bus with balloons while we were playing on stage. So we got back to the fucking bus, we opened the door, and literally like, balloons just start rolling out. But that very same day, we bought a bunch of airsoft guns.
Wow.
So we just got inside of our bus and we just opened fire on the balloons, and the shit were just popping everywhere. So it was amazing. It was really awesome.
What was the first concert you ever went to?
ZZ Top and George Thorogood when I was in the 7th grade.
And what's the first CD you ever got, first rock CD you ever got?
Green Day Dookie.
And what do they mean behind...
Honestly, the first tape and fucking CD that I got was Green Day Dookie.
And what do they mean behind your badass tattoos, man?
Well, honestly, I grew up in West Texas, and this is kind of my representation of my my roots.
Wow.
And so I kind of have I got a cactus over here and some cactus blossoms, got a rattlesnake and a buzzard, and eventually I'll finish it in here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get yet, but.
And what about that side?
This is Michael the Archangel, conquering the devil.
Oh wow.
I gotta do it every day, man. Conquer these sweet demons. But,
and what's your dream tour?
My dream tour? This tour. Honestly, it's a good time.
So what'd you say is the craziest show you ever played?
Craziest?
Yeah.
Wrap it up, okay? I've seen some shit in my day. But honestly, like, we played with like fucking Black Sabbath a couple years ago at Download Fest 2012.
Wow.
And although it wasn't like some kind of crazy violent scene or whatever, it was just a total trip for me to like be in another continent, but also be playing with like one of the most iconic metal bands of all time. So we did that Black Sabbath show. And, I watched them and it just kind of like it gave me goosebumps and made me feel insane because my whole life I've been leading up to something like that. And I don't know, man. It shit blew my mind.
And what song means the most to you, and have you ever got starstruck?
Have I ever been starstruck? One time I smoked a gigantic joint with Dan Aykroyd. And I got a little starstruck, but once I figured out that he was the man, it was fine. And my favorite song to play live is probably MDMA, honestly. I love that song.
And the first song you did with this band?
First song I did with Emmure?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think it was probably like When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong, because it was like 2009. It was a hit song. It was like the encore thing. I had to learn to grip the songs. And When Keeping It Goes Wrong kind of just, I don't know, man. It kind of like it captures what Emmure is. So that's why I always dug it as a live song. I'm stoked we still play it. It's like it's been.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I want to ask you a question. Hopefully you can too. What was your first hardcore band you listened to? Like, what got you into hardcore?
Hatebreed and Meshuggah. I was probably in the 8th grade, and my friend John Mallon came up to me and was like, "You heard this band? Hatebreed." And I was like, no. And he put it on, and I was just like,
Which album was it?
Satisfaction. And so I was like, that's kind of like
Fucking great album.
one of the best. And I heard it, and I was just like, it was almost as my brain didn't even comprehend what I was hearing. It was like so heavy and brutal that I was just like, what's going on here? So,
Hey, thanks. Your name?
Mike,
And you play?
play guitar.